Hello, welcome back, beautiful people, to another adventure of learning cool stuff things so you can do the parkour things. That rhymed, right? Things and things, that rhymes, right? Yes, no, maybe? All right, cool, good, I like it. Well, welcome back. My name is Justin Taylor. You're here at Firestorm Freerunning and Acrobatics, and today we are working on some of our freerunning skills. Today's skill is going to be our 180 swing. This is basically where you take a swing and you do a 180 so you can turn around and face the other direction, because maybe you want to lâcher over there, but you're facing that way, and you're like, this is not the direction that I'm supposed to, what? So you do a 180 on your swing, and now you're facing that way, and you can do the thing that you wanted to do. It's awesome. So we're gonna chalk up, we're gonna show you a nice little swing 180. We're gonna go over a few different ways and drills that you can do to get this thing going, as well as a few different ways you can actually do this skill. I come up, I grab my bar, right? I get that young upstart. Woo! Here we go. Swing. 180. Oh. Where'd they go? Oh, I should have done another swing 180, and then it would have proved my point by looking me in your beautiful direction. But as you can see, a swing 180 just lets us take that nice big swing. At the top of our swing, we're gonna reach over, change that hand position, and now we're set up not only in the other direction, we're set up in a nice hollow position at the top apex of our swing, so we can drop on down to that arch, tap hollow, and create enough power to launch ourselves in any direction we want or do any skill we want. We're not gonna be losing power and or direction just by doing this skill. So without further ado, let's do our 60-second breakdown, shall we? 60 seconds on the clock with the shot cloud. Oh, I have to breathe that now. This was a horrible decision. All right, 60 seconds on the clock, guys. When we're doing our swing, we are gonna wait till we are at the top of our swing. If you've ever been on a swing set, you're at the top of your swing right when you're weightless. That is when I'm gonna release. If I'm turning to my right, I'm gonna let go with my left hand at the top of my swing, squeezing my stomach tight, my legs straight and together. I'm gonna reach over in a 180, and I am gonna grab that bar. I can either stay in this switch grip position, or I can move my other hand, trying to re-grab and get ready to drop back into my swing before I get myself in that position where I am swinging. Are we done? Sorry. Yeah, that's right. You guys got tall. Yeah, that's better. Get on down to my, get to my level. Okay, no, that's below my level. Come back up here, yeah. Oh, there we are, hey guys. Okay, cool. So we've already done a long tutorial about how to do a proper swing technique, right? Proper swing mechanics. We always regrip at the very back of our swing so we don't peel off and fall on our heads, all right? And every other time in the back of our swing, we're in a hollow, we drop into an arch, and we tap and drive those toes in front of us back into a hollow position. That tap is what builds our power and gives us a nice, big, lofty swing in the front. It's very similar to when you're on a swing set, and in the front, remember, you pump and you kick your feet. Now at the top front of your swing, that is where you are weightless for a split second. When we are in that position, that's when we're gonna execute our 180. And a great way to start practicing is to lay down on the ground. Now you don't have to have a bar like I do, but it makes visualization a lot easier. So I'm gonna put myself in a slightly hollow position right here by lifting my legs. I am pretending that I am swinging right now, and I'm at the very top, the apex of my swing. Notice when I do this, I don't actually want my head sticking out like I'm looking at you guys. I'm gonna keep my head in between my arms. I'm trying to create, although I'm slightly hollowed, a pretty darn straight line from my heels all the way up to my hands, getting my spine and my head in line here. At the top of my swing here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna squeeze my abs and my legs together tight, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn to my side. Now notice right here, boop, how I'm piking. My legs are now way over there. If I go back into a swing, it's gonna pull me diagonally, so I don't want to do this. I want to keep my legs pointing in front of me. I'm gonna keep, if I'm turning to my right, I'm gonna keep my right leg right where it is, and what I'm gonna try to do is roll over, boop, onto my stomach, staying in that nice straight line. If you look at my hands here, my hands have reversed their grip. I have moved one hand over, and now I have my second hand. For a lot of people, when they first learn how to do this swing, if you try to exchange both hands at the same time, it can lead to a lot of problems. I highly recommend when you start with a small swing, hit your reverse grip. Drop into your swing. Swing all the way back forward again, all the way backwards again. And when you get to the back of your swing and you are weightless, when you would normally re-grip on the bar, you will do a re-grip with this hand. You will let go to a 180 and re-grip with this hand, and now you're back into your swing. As you get more advanced, you can start practicing the technique where you're gonna let go with both hands. Now, you don't want to let go with both hands at the same time. Even if you're up at the top of your swing where you're lofty and you're kind of hanging out, right? There's no gravity for a split second. If you let go, it's really hard to rotate your body. So whichever way I'm gonna rotate, in this case to my right, I keep my right hand on. Ooh, excuse me. I keep my right hand on here. I'm gonna roll myself over, and as my hand gets here, I now know that I'm still in line with this bar. I can let go and grab both hands at the same time. And I'm gonna hold that hollow position so I can drop back down into a powerful swing. Then we're gonna take this and we're gonna go over to a bar and start showing you how to add it onto a bar for realsies. For reals and for trues. All right, beautiful people. Now we're gonna add what we just did on the ground to a bar. Now I don't wanna start this on a bar that is so high above my head that I'm doing a full legit swing. That can actually cause some problems for me because if I mess up, I don't want to come sideways, my legs come out, I hit things, it's no good. We want to build this into our body as a habit before we start actually doing it with consequences on a high bar. So, on a bar this low, you can imagine if I'm trying to do my hollow arch hollow and build power down here, I'm gonna have to bend my legs, it causes all kinds of problems. When we do our 180, we want our legs to be as straight and together as possible, like a gymnast. I know that form thing, it's horrible. But that's gonna give us a nice center point to spin around. When I spin, this is not a helpful spin. This is a very tight, controlled, and powerful spin. So I'm gonna do what's called a glide swing. I'm gonna hold this little pike position. I'm gonna slide forward and extend my feet. Notice I'm still kind of in a hollow position right here. I'm gonna get those feet as far as I can. My whole body's extended. My head is in between my arms. And what I'm gonna do here, we're gonna turn to our right. I'm going to tighten my hips and my abs. I'm gonna tighten my booty cheeks, and I'm going to roll over and grab this bar. I can swing, come back, re-grip, and there we go, which is what we worked on in our first one. All right, as we feel more comfortable with that, I'm gonna do my glide at the front of my glide as I roll over. I'm gonna change my one hand, and very quickly, following after, change my second hand. The main difference here is, if you remember on the ground, I said that if we're gonna do both hands at the same time, I'd swing forward, let go, and as I hit about a quarter turn, I can let go and grab both. That's a little hard to do if your feet are on the ground. As soon as I let go, I'm gonna fall. So in this case, we'd actually finish our half turn right here with one hand, then re-grip the other before falling back into our swing. And it's gonna look a little like this. I'm gonna come forward, I have my glide swing, feet touch, 1, 2, and I can go back into my swing. The goal that we're looking for here when we practice this drill is the first time, it's extend out, feel where I'm supposed to be, tight, 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 and then grab here. Notice I'm not arching when I do it. I'm squeezing tight to hold that hollow position so I can drop back into a powerful swing. And as we feel more comfortable, I'm just gonna point my toes on the ground and spin on my toes at the front of my swing. What I'm trying to find here is that front of the swing right before I kind of whoop and start to pull backwards. Right when I hit that little moment in the front, just like the top of your swing, the top of a swing set where you're just kind of floating for a split second, that's when we want to execute our 180. So we're gonna come here, glide swing, at the front of it, I'm gonna extend the toes. Boop. And there is our practice drill for getting the body position and the hand technique for our 180 swing. We're gonna take that guy, we're gonna take him up to a nice high bar and start showing you how to actually put it all together for realsies. All right? Let's do it. All right, we're gonna go through both of our hand techniques, the one hand swing and then their second hand, and then how to exchange both hands during a single half turn swing. Remember, you don't need to start with a powerful swing. It's better to start with a smaller swing and build your way up to stay nice and safe. You definitely are gonna want a bar that you can swing on without touching the ground. So you'll notice right here, I'm not producing a lot of power, right? I've got my little swing, I've got my hollow arch hollow tap. As soon as I get to the front, tap, 180, now in the other direction, in the back, re-grip, woo! And there we go. It's a very common one. It's the easiest way to start, and I didn't need a lot of power. Start small. You're gonna realize when you do this, okay? What's the most common thing you see in people that swing? Now this is very, very true, even of high-level free runners. Not always the worst thing, but it's definitely not the best thing. And that is that when you turn or you swing, you bend your legs and you kick yourself in the butt. It's that habit from when you're a child, right? You're on that swing set, you pump to go forward, and you butt kick to go backwards. And when you turn and swing over, it's very hard to keep a straight position. Even though it's better, it's more aerodynamic, it twists faster, it's superior in every way, your natural instinct is to tuck to turn yourself over, to get that hip to rotate over easily instead of using your obliques and your hips and your shoulders. When that happens, I'm gonna make sure I'm far enough away from the wall. I want you guys to notice this bar, this is my straight position, right about here. So if I do a perfect one, I should be swinging straight back over this way. But watch what happens when I bend and kick my legs to feel more comfortable and give into my natural habits. We'll go right here. Most people do this. They go, what? Woo, whoa, whoa. You start swinging all over the place, and that was me trying to control it. So when we do this, we want to try to keep those legs together. It will keep you safer. And the last thing we want to do is turn and go sideways and kick a wall. Unless, of course, your goal is to kick that wall and do a nice flash kick off of it. But probably not your goal when you're first learning. So we're going to move on to our second one. Remember, it's just like the first one. Nice big hollow arch, tap to hollow at the top of my swing. I'm going to reach over, and about halfway through, I'm just going to let go with this hand and replace my hands in the exact same position from here and re-grab right where I already was. And this will give me the entire thing without needing to change an extra swing forward and backwards and redo the grips. It seems like I was trying to be funny there, but really I just lost my train of thought and had to recover. God help us all. Here we go. Come to the front. 1, 2 hands. Woo! Yeah! All right, beautiful people, there you have it. That is your swing 180. We did a couple different techniques to learn how to do it from the ground, then onto a low bar so you can learn the technique without any real risk, and then up onto a high bar. Remember to take your time, try to squeeze your abs, especially when you're doing this, and keep your legs together to make your life a lot more simple. If you're first learning this up on a high bar, and there are bars, vertical bars close together, you really have to focus on that because you don't want to kick things. It sucks. I was once a young gymnast and kicked a lot of bars doing that. It was no good. So take your time, progress slowly from the ground up, and get those feet together. I love your beautiful faces. Tune in next week where we're going to be doing our reverse 360 vault. All right, learn how to jump and spin over objects with a little bit of flash and style. It's going to be super cool. I hope you like, comment, subscribe, and share. Show me every day that you care. If you leave a comment, I will sing. And that's actually horrible and nobody wants to hear that. I take it all back. I screwed it all up.
You said a naughty.
I don't know what you're talking about.